What's good, fam? Welcome to Subs Over Dubs anime review of Vinland Saga. My name is Reese. Here, my boy AD again, and we're gonna break down episode 21. Let's get into it. Let's start off. I'm gonna just get this out the way, man. The more I see Einar, what is this? Oh, he's like, I guess he built Thorfinn's character, but my boy just. I just realized watching this episode that after they dug the grave for
Arnhart.
is that
Girl?
Einar? Yeah. That he was there the whole time and let Thorfinn walk away, and I guess he thought he was leaving, but just let him walk away, and then he's by himself. Like, come on, man.
What's crazy is how did he even know
That Thorfinn was fighting.
that Thorfinn left? He just like turned around from the grave and like,
I think he wanted to just talk to him, but the fact that he even let him walk away and he was there at the grave by himself for that long, like, what are we doing here?
no, I'm saying like why he turned around and shot, like, because Thorfinn was already gone by that time.
Oh, I missed that. So you're saying when he was at the grave?
Yeah, he was sitting at the
I
grave.
remember him sitting at the grave, then he took off running, but I didn't know he looked back to see no one was there, then took off running. I didn't catch that. So you telling me he took off running because he didn't see Thorfinn behind him, right?
No, I'm saying like how did he even know that Thorfinn was gone? Because I don't think he knew that Thorfinn was already going over there. He just like he was sitting at the grave, and then he just turned around. Then you see him run to the old dude. Like, where Thorfinn? He was like, where Thorfinn go? Where you been?
Well, I think he knew beforehand, and he said it kind of like he came for Thorfinn to take him. So that's why he ran to the old dude.
Yeah, but like, how did he know what Thorfinn was finna go do? What I'm saying.
That he was gonna go with the old dude.
No. Like he knew Thorfinn was finna go over there to talk to the Newt.
He didn't. They talked to him.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, how did he sense that something was wrong? Because he was at the grave. He wasn't. It looked like he wasn't gonna leave the grave at all.
Yeah, I think it was more of he wanted to talk to Thorfinn more than he wanted to assist Thorfinn.
No, but I'm saying that he's just like turned around and shocked at the grave. Like if you go back and look at the episode, like he turned around and shocked, like dang, like Thorfinn finna go do something crazy. Like I just know it.
I thought I don't remember that scene, but I thought he was just trying to get to Thorfinn just to get to him because he was leaving.
This just look more to me like, oh yeah,
He
he's
feels dangerous, maybe. But look, regardless, this man is chasing, or not even chasing anymore. He is like stressing over a girl that never returned the love he was giving out. And after he found out she was married, and after that he found out she went back to him after he escaped and killed people. So it's like, what do you like?
and she's great.
And by the other guy. So it's like, what are we doing here, man? But
I mean, I respected him at first, but there's only so much I can do.
I like this character because I seen what happened. His village got pillaged, and they got pillaged again. And his sister and his mom got killed right before him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like, okay, it's just kind of
I
his
felt like he deserved that love, so he wanted to love somebody again.
deserved, but I seen him kind
open
of
to a
grow
lot.
and grow, and then I seen this whole episode happen between her, like, before it was just him and the master, kind of the love triangle. Then once the husband came, I was like, all right, you kind of gotta take a step back. They out here playing Super Sava for no reason.
And wanted to give her a better life, bro. That's what you do for the people you love, bro. You like,
If you don't do that for the people who don't love you back.
that's crazy. See, that mean that makes your love fake if you doing that. Like,
Listen, well, there's levels to it. You gonna risk your life for someone you love that doesn't love you back?
what do you mean?
You're gonna risk your life for someone who does not love you back on any level? No,
If I love that person,
but they don't love you back at all.
but I still love that person, so
You gonna die for them?
I would. If I love that person, then yeah. Like if I know my love is real, then yes, of course I would die for them. Like what do you mean?
No, AD.
You can't be selfish out here. That's your problem.
Still being selfish. Just being realistic, and that's just
It's not realistic.
it is realistic to. All right, so if there's two people, right? there's someone in your family and a stranger. You only can save one. You're gonna save your family, right?
I mean, that's obvious.
Okay. There's reasons why you're gonna save your family first. Because not only your blood, you obviously you probably love them, but they are gonna reciprocate that love on some level.
Not
Versus a
always.
stranger.
Not always.
You're right. Not always. More than not, though, right? More than not.
I don't know. You never know, because it could be a stranger that show you more love than your family does.
That is, I believe that too, because I do that with some of my best friends.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying in general, when it came to a stranger, right, versus a friend, you save him. Now, if we take that same stranger and you got to know them and you love them, but they did not give you any type of energy back to you, telling you to still save them and sacrifice yourself.
She gave him, and she just ain't give him the full energy that he might have wanted, but she gave him something. Like
she didn't give shit.
She was showing him attention when she could.
He wanted love and affection, and he ain't get none of that.
He would have had it. Hey, look, like you was doing earlier, he was thinking about the potential of what could have happened.
Nah, man, that potential, all that shit was out the window once the husband was killing people to get out and get her out. And she was gone.
But he just wanted her to get out.
Yeah, let's move on, man. Because this is a waste of time. Then we had Thorfinn. Son told me this was gonna happen. It got you hyped, got me a little hyped, but I was thinking, the more I thought about it, I was like, man, about to go over there talk. I had a feeling he was gonna get beat up, but I didn't know it was gonna go in this way. That basically he gonna eat 100. It was kind of crazy though. The number went from 10 to the highest guy bet 90 punches. Oh, you gotta get 100 times before we'll let you.
Like they lied a little bit probably, but I don't know. He could have been telling the truth.
No, I feel like they definitely lied just to see it happen. But it's just like, bro, wow. You can easily give this man. You could easily make the counter bet. Look, I'll beat everyone. I beat up 90 people with my hands only.
Yeah, but he's going there for the sake of peace. Think they're gonna let him off the hook if he slide 90 people?
Hey man, slide them all.
Yeah, I just want to say he only came with 100, so you just telling me there's gonna be 10 people left, and he's just gonna walk in.
Hey man, one of them's Canute, one's the guy with no eyeball.
But then again, you also have to think about that. Einer's there now. He ain't gonna be able to fight nobody, so all they gotta do is hold him hostage, and Thorfinn's done now.
He can fight a little bit, man. He's learned to be violent. He goes Hulk mode.
He ain't on that level.
I don't know.
You already just said you hated him. He's not on that level.
That I would like to say this though. I like the development we got from the young master Olav. You don't like that?
He weak.
He is weak, but he's human, and you see that. And he explained, like, even though you call me a coward, you call me weak, I think it's even weaker to go into a situation where you're knowingly gonna die and you're gonna risk other people's lives just to prove that essentially you got courage or whatever. You're brave.
I hear that. He faking. He only saying all of that because he's scared. No, he's saying all that because he's scared, because he ain't had no problem treating all them slaves like that. Those are slaves out there dying.
True.
They're not people he actually cared about. He just scared of people dying in general.
Well, not all of them were slaves, but I think he just sees like he matured. He grew up. He went from doing the one thing he thought it meant to become a man, kill someone, to understanding not only did he kill that guy, he also killed all those people who just died in battle by his action, and he feels the gravity of that.
But
I think it's good character development. In my opinion,
think he really developed. That's what I'm saying.
He realizes his mistakes.
No, I think he just scared. He just being scared. That's it.
That's part. I mean, he's
out there just crying. Like, he started crying when he seeing dead people on the ground. I'm like, you ain't even do nothing.
Because he caused it.
Yeah, of course he caused it.
That's why he's scared. He don't like death to begin with, but he sees his actions of not only he killed someone personally, he's indirectly gotten multiple people hurt and killed.
That he was already abusing and ready to kill anyway.
Well, he didn't kill him. He didn't kill anyone else before. And like, as far as abuse go, I don't remember him doing anything crazy.
Oh. didn't care that stuff was going crazy between all of them.
His dad did more violent things than he did during the whole show before he killed him.
Yeah, and you see where his dad at too. I don't like him either. What you mean?
Yeah, but his dad
Laid
was
up
like
in the
way
bed,
worse.
unconscious.
Was-
Thorgil, the only one that got some heart out there.
Thorgil is just a war maniac. He enjoys
hungry.
the battle. That's his thing.
I mean, yeah, but what he's saying is like he protecting the land that all them people put in work for. I feel like that's even worse.
That is true.
Everybody put in that work for your farm, and you just gonna surrender it.
That's a good point.
You don't know what's gonna happen to you after you surrender.
That's a valid point. But I think he's just doing it in hopes that he can, in a way, be forgiven for his sins. But you're right, because the very thing you're speaking of, they put their, a sacrifice to make that land a better place. You're willing to give it up without attempting to fight. But at the same time, even if they fought, they lose anyway. They're not gonna win.
Yeah, but Snake already told him that, and he was already down to fight the first time. He just couldn't make it across
He
the.
was really down to fight. I think he was just like he couldn't stop them from fighting.
He tried to go across the water though.
Yeah, he tried.
He could have just told him like, no, I'm not with this. Like he could have said it from the beginning. He should have spoke up right then and there. While waiting until after you see everybody's dead.
Because I think that's when it truly hit him. Like, all this happened because of me, all of it. I mean, I think it matters, man. Having one death on you because of you versus having 50 is a big difference.
Either way, but like he shouldn't have been the head after acting like.
I need to keep this same energy for Anar.
What you mean? I said I respected him. I ain't say I still do. I don't like what he's doing right now.
Make sure he was fucking rooting hard for him earlier. And I was like, I bring in Olaf. He's just like, you give him the coldest shoulder. You're like, nah, he's weak.
I don't like neither right now. Like they out here doing crazy stuff. I don't like that.
But other than that, another good episode. It sucks that we didn't even get to see what he's obvious. Well, did you watch post credit to see the little preview for the next episode?
This time I did.
You didn't want to. Oh yeah, because I think you told me.
I usually don't do it, but this time I did.
Because you wanted, yeah. And we already kind of got
I
spoiled.
was trying to see. I was like, is he gonna take the money?
We got a little spoiled for what's to come, but yeah, everyone was looking for the conversation.
So why do you think Canute said
No.
no that he didn't want to see him?
I think.
What I have in my mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So what I see it as, you already know how good Thorfinn is. So he's like, if he really want to see me, then he gonna get through.
Yeah.
That's how I seen it.
I see your angle there, and that's not a bad one to say because you're thinking like,
But then
I've seen what he's capable of. If he wants to get to me, he'll get to me.
They're not stopping. That's
Yeah.
what I see it.
I think is this.
I mean, I have another point also.
Go ahead.
Oh, so my other theory is that like he's trying to save face. Like he don't want to pretend that like Thorfinn actually put this scar, like stuff like that. Like, cause like you seen him like rub his face a little bit. He's like I can't let these people know I've been like talking to the slave and stuff like that. Like
It's true.
I'm leaning towards the first theory.
I think it's this first. I think in a way, he might not want to show Thorfinn what he's become because Thorfinn only remembers before all this when he was peaceful, like very nice, however you want to spin it. And this is a total different person. I think he's in a way scared that he might, be like, you're not, and he knows how strong he is too. So it's like, if he thinks Thorfinn's really about that action, he'll just, wipe everybody. But I think it's just, he knows that Thorfinn is one person that can kind of see through, and he knows what he initially was versus what he becomes, because his army kind of knows him for what he's become. Thorfinn knew for what he is. So even though he might have changed a little bit, he knows deep down in what he's about, and he might break his character.
I mean, I feel like they got some holes in your theory because, like, Thorfinn already knows what he become because obviously he started all that war. Started the war.
That's the point, though. Like Thorfinn knows what he's capable of, and so it might be a conversation like, "What happened? Why
you did this?
You were never like this before." and in front of all his men, and
I
that's
feel like the men already knew what he was like. I mean, they knew he ain't got no hands at first.
I don't think all of them did, because if they did, they would know Thorfinn because he was around.
No, I'm talking about when he was fighting with his like
when he was
commander.
training.
Yeah, like
I mean, but that's a lot different from.
they already knew he was kind of weak, but then they was talking,
But that
telling him.
tell me, it's a total difference. That's a whole different individual in the beginning. So that's what I'm saying. He's not only gonna bring out that weakness, but he's gonna talk about it, and it's gonna just change the dynamics of how he's viewed from his guys. Because they all think he's essentially just a ruthless killer, which he has been, but deep down, Thorfinn be like, I know what you were like when you were here. I know that's still somewhere inside of you, and you don't want to do this. But you know what? I think that's ultimately, I think that's why he's avoiding Thorfinn.
He's scared to talk to him.
Because it's more than scared to talk to him. It's just he's gonna open up that jar where it's like he's gonna expose him essentially, to the point where like just talking to him, because they're gonna see how like I don't want to say personal, like it's like like they talked before, they had some type of relationship.
I mean, that captain already know that by the way he said it. Like,
so that's why I think that's why he wanted to avoid it, because he's like, that's what I just see. It's a bad side of this interaction. We're gonna find out, and this is a good little bet to see which way it goes. It may have been pretty spot on.
I mean, maybe they might not even tell us though. Like,
I mean, we'll see, kind of based on their conversation. Sorry guys, if we
I feel like he's just gonna come like, oh, sorry, I didn't want to talk to you at first. Like,
nah,
he ain't gonna say nothing like that. So we're not really gonna know
I feel
for
like
sure.
it'd be like what you want type of situation, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah,
because he has him quite a different way. Pretty sure he's gonna play like, tough guy. He's gonna put on like his front, but we'll see, man. That's what I think is gonna happen, though, personally. Just based on why he didn't want to talk to him.
Just feel like he should have slid somebody like he did. At least one or two.
And that shit is kind of
I don't like the way they talking down on my boy. Like, can't just take out all y'all one.
Yeah, and then everyone heard Thor's name, and they was like, no. And that's
the other dude, I don't know.
The general is the one who went to get Thor the first time.
Yeah, he's like, son of Thor, can't be him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fight him and find out.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that, but
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen once he sees him. I don't know if he kind of really knows what he looked like, but
the general.
Yeah, because the general went to pick up Thor's and tell him, hey, you gotta come to war.
Yeah.
In that first episode of the season, so it's even though it's been a long way, and I put this in a tweet too, it's been a long journey in the season 2, and I'm hoping they wrap this up in I feel like it was worth it. It's getting there, but if it's just a conversation, nothing really gets done, I'm not gonna think this season was that good. It had some good moments. We see a new Thorfinn, but overall, like, some things are too drawn out.
Still got Snake and pulling up also.
I wonder what's gonna happen with that, because they're like coming to surrender, because they don't even know they surrendered at this point. Because Thorfinn said he's on the behalf of Ketil, but
yeah, and I feel like they're gonna have two different words right there, two different conversations.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if he got them to like agree on some sort of like
truce or whatever,
and then they come in and say we surrender, and then they're like,
they just ruined everything at that point.
That's I think that could possibly happen.
That'd be tough.
Hey man, I promise you, I don't read, because in case I'm close, I'm pretty good at these seeing into the future that of what I think's gonna happen.
I know about that.
Hey, listen, based on what we both talked about, your 2 points, potential points versus the one I think's gonna happen. Find out next week, and then we'll talk about it. I think I'm close.
My first, sure. But like that's the purpose. As soon as he heard his name, he got the fear came in quick.
He touched the scar, man. So find out. But that'll be all on this one, guys. Let us know in the comments, man. Is it subs or is it dubs? Peace.